Most automatic transmission repairs cost between $3,000 and $5,000. The crazy part is that a lot of that damage comes from everyday habits that seem completely harmless. You're probably doing at least 2 or 3 of these things right now. I've seen these same mistakes destroy transmissions that should have lasted 200,000 miles. Some are obvious, but others will catch you off guard. Let's jump into the 10 things you should absolutely never do in an automatic car. Number 10. Shifting to park before you've completely stopped. You're pulling into a spot, the car's still rolling at 2 or 3 miles per hour, and you throw it into park. Here's the problem. When you shift to park, a small metal pin called the parking pole shoots into place to lock your transmission. If your wheels are still turning, you're jamming a metal rod into spinning gears. That clunking noise is the pawl slamming against the gear teeth. Do this enough and you'll break the pawl or strip the teeth. If it breaks, your car won't stay in park. Just wait half a second until you feel a complete stop. Number 9. Resting your foot on the brake pedal while driving. Even light pressure on the brake pedal activates the pads against the rotors, creating friction and heat. This wears down your pads faster and can warp your rotors. You'll need to replace both, which runs around $400. Plus, if your brake lights are constantly on, the driver behind you can't tell when you're actually slowing down, which can lead to rear-end collisions. Number 8. Launching your car from a stop. When you floor it from a complete stop, your torque converter transfers massive power all at once. That creates intense heat and stresses the transmission fluid. The fluid breaks down faster and loses its ability to lubricate properly. The internal clutch packs take a beating too. Keep this up and you'll notice rough shifting, slipping gears, or delayed engagement. If you need quick acceleration, press the gas firmly and progressively instead of flooring it. Number 7. Shifting into drive or reverse while still moving. You're rolling backward and shift into drive, or you're creeping forward and throw it into reverse. The transmission has to completely change the direction of power flow while everything is still spinning the opposite way. That creates a mechanical shock through the system. The clutch packs and bands wear out exponentially faster. I've seen transmissions fail at 60,000 miles from this when they should last over 150,000. Just pause for a second and let the car stop completely. Number 6. Driving with the gas tank below a quarter full. Your fuel pump sits inside the gas tank and relies on being submerged in fuel to stay cool. When your tank drops below a quarter full, the pump isn't fully covered. An overheated fuel pump wears out much faster, and replacing one typically costs between $400 and $1,200. Plus, all the sediment in your tank settles at the bottom. When you're running low, the pump pulls fuel from where all that debris is, which can clog your filter and damage injectors. Keep your tank above a quarter full. Number 5. Coasting in neutral to save gas. This myth has been around forever, but it doesn't save gas in modern cars. Fuel-injected engines use less fuel, coasting in gear with your foot off the gas, than idling in neutral. The real problem is your transmission. In gear, it's being lubricated and cooled properly. Shift to neutral, and that hydraulic pressure drops. You also lose engine braking, meaning your brakes do all the work. And if you need to accelerate quickly to avoid something, there's a delay while you shift back into drive. Number 4. Neglecting to use the parking brake. When you skip the parking brake, all your vehicle's weight rests on that parking pawl. On an incline, that's thousands of pounds pressing against a piece of metal the size of your finger. Over time, this weakens or breaks the pole. Here's the right sequence. Keep your foot on the brake, shift to neutral, engage the parking brake, then shift to park. This keeps the stress off your transmission. Number 3. Towing without using tow haul mode. If your car has tow upon haul mode and you're pulling a trailer, use it. Tow by haul changes how your transmission shifts, holding lower gears longer to handle the extra weight. Without it, your transmission constantly hunts for the right gear. All that extra shifting generates heat, and heat is the transmission's worst enemy. When fluid gets too hot, it breaks down and stops protecting internal components, leading to slipping and eventual failure. Number 2. Ignoring transmission fluid changes. Many manufacturers claim it's lifetime fluid. That's not a lie, it's technically true. It lasts the lifetime of the transmission. Transmission fluid breaks down over time. It gets contaminated, loses its friction properties, and stops cooling effectively. Most specialists recommend changing it every 30 to 60,000 miles. A fluid change costs around $150 to $300. A new transmission costs 3 to 8,000. The math is simple. Number 1. Shifting to drive or reverse without pressing the brake. Some older cars let you shift through gears without touching the brake. Modern cars usually have a shift interlock, preventing this, but it's still dangerous if bypassed. Shifting into gear without the brake means the car can lurch unexpectedly. The transmission also absorbs all the energy of the car wanting to move instead of the brake holding it stationary. That stresses the shift linkage, mounts, and clutch packs. Always have your foot on the brake before shifting out of park. So there you have it. 10 things shortening your transmission's life without you realizing it. They're all easy to avoid once you know about them. Which one were you guilty of? I'm betting at least 3 or 4. Let me know in the comments which habits you're changing. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.